Hello guys, back again, and now that we've sewn our eye and nose together, we're going to carry on today and add a bit of the forehead. So I'm loosely basing it on this sketch, okay, so you can sort of see here the way it's going to be going. So I'm going to start with my darker pink, and I've got my 2mm hook, and I'm going to, so as the brow is sort of arching by here, that's where I'm going to add my pink. Okay, here we go. Oops. So I'm going to chain one, and I'm going to go straight into the next stitch with a half double crochet. The same in the next stitch, and then in the next stitches all the way down to about here, I'm going to be doing double crochet. One more double crochet in that one, I think, for now, and let's go back down to a half double crochet in the next. Okay, I'm going to do 2 in that one just to give me a bit more to work with, so to sort of reach around that corner nice and easy rather than pulling it. Because if I had that one half double crochet there and then I went straight into the next, it might start turning my work like this. You might not need it, but just sort of, you'll get a feel for this as we continue to learn like this, okay? But so I've done 2, and I'm going to do half double crochet in the next. I'm just sort of feeling for it, and I'm going to make my way down to the side of this pink. Whoops, hang on, pulled up a bit of black there. And then I'm going to slip stitch into the top of the nose by there. And then cut, pull it through, and pop that bit of yarn to the back. There we go. Right, so I'm going to carry on with that pink, starting pretty much where I started last time. I might even just go into the same stitch there. Okay, so grab your dark pink again and let's carry on. Oh, I can see a knot in my yarn. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, it's fine. Okay, right, here we go. So we'll start with a chain 1, and we'll go straight into the next stitch with a double crochet. So as you can see here, I've got a couple of little weird stitches, so I'm just gonna pop it in anywhere really. There we go. Whoop. Okay, it's a bit tight, sorry. Double crochet again, double crochet again, keep on double crocheting. I'm gonna, yeah, keep going right around, and as I start to twist, sort of turn that corner there, I'm gonna add another double crochet. Okay, so I might do it now. So another double crochet in the same stitch. Let's carry on. Double crochet, double crochet again in the next, and then in the next one I'm going to go to half double crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet, another half double. In that same stitch I'm going to do a single and single all the way down here. And before I get to that last stitch, I might just do a slip stitch because I want to keep this sort of area black. Okay, so let's cut that, pull through, there we go. Okay, so with these little ends here, if they're getting a bit loose like this, you can just sort of tie a little knot in the back just to keep them in place. There we go. All right, so that's how it's looking so far. So if we can grab the light pink and the white, and we're going to put them together and crochet, yeah, with the two strands. Okay, so if you have a look where I am going to place the yarn or add it, let's have a look. So around about there, I would say. So it doesn't have to be exact, but that's roughly, what is that? So that's that chain one. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the 6th stitch, but it doesn't have to be exact. So let's just add the two colors. Here we go. So let's chain 2. No, chain 3 actually. Chain 3, yarn over, and in the next next stitch, let's do a double crochet. And the same again, and another. Let's have a look. Whoops. And again. Let's have a look. Okay, so then in the next stitch I'm going to do a half double crochet, and then oh, it's getting a bit tough. Hang on. I got it. And then a single in the next. Okay, and if we can then just do a slip stitch, pull through, cut and pull through. Oop, there we go. There we are. Right, and then I'm going to use the lighter pink, and what I'm thinking is join it there, so the stitch before you started. We're going to add the light pink in the stitch next to where you started on the last row. Okay, so let's chain 2 or 3, sorry. Okay, and see that stitch here, it's sort of the second chain. Okay, let's just do a single into that one. Okay, and then the one above it, then the third chain, yarn over, and we're half double crochet into the top of that chain. Okie dokie, and then again in the next we'll do a double crochet, and let's carry on across the top in double crochet. Actually, this is a perfect thing to sort of try and explain a bit more why I do 2 stitches in the one stitch, in the one stitch space. Can you sort of see there how my stitches sort of lean into the right a bit? Okay, and then if I didn't to make it easier and to lay flatter, if I pop another stitch in there now, it means that if I just show you. So I'm going to go straight into the next one for a double crochet. Okay, it's not too bad, but do you see if I keep on going and going, that it'll start to curl. So if I just take that one out again, so that's what I mean. So as you're crocheting, and if you feel that your work is starting to curl or feeling a little bit tight as you're carrying on, pop another stitch in, even if I don't do it, because we all crochet a bit differently. Some of us might be looser than others. I do tend to crochet quite tightly. So yeah, you might find that I'm doing more doubles in the one than you would need, or, you know, because obviously if you put too many in, then you're going to end up having it kind of curly work anyway. But the more you do, the more you'll kind of gauge it and get used to it. So I'm really sorry I can't explain it much better than that, I suppose, at the moment. Okay, so I've just done 2 in there because I felt that it was getting a little bit, you know, curly. Okay, so another double crochet there. I'm going to carry on going across the top here. And in that slip stitch, I'm going to do another double crochet, and then actually the top of it, and where I did that slip stitch, I'm going to crochet into that same stitch as well. Double crochet, half double crochet in the next, single in the next, and finishing it off with a slip stitch, cut and a pull through. There we go. That's how it's looking so far. Okay, so let's go back to our dark pink. Right. My yarn is everywhere. Okay, and I'm going to add it around about here. So I think, if I can remember right, that was my chain one. That was my, I don't know, half double crochet or whatever it was, but I think I'm going to stick it in by there actually. Okay, so not the chain, the first stitch, but you can just eyeball it and just put it in where you think is kind of similar. It doesn't have to be exact. So let's do chain 1, and then in the next stitch, yarn over, and we'll go into a half double crochet. Okay. In the next, we're going to do a double. In the next, another double. Okay. Can you see that again? So I'm going to do another double crochet in there. All right. And I think that'll be okay. And then on the side of this area here, I think that's my chains. It was about the third one, feels about right for me. So I'm going to pop my hook into that space there. Okay, I think it's like the third stitch, chain I should say. And then I've got the 2 there, so I'm going to do a single because I want to carry on. And then in the next one, I'm going to do another single. And I'm going to start bringing it up a bit more. So we'll do a half double crochet, double crochet in the next. I'm going to do another double crochet, but again, you might not need to do that. Just have a little look how it's sort of lying. Double crochet in the next stitch, and I'm just going to keep making my way over to the left. So I'm just continuing with my double crochets. Okay, so as I'm going to turn around this area here, I'm going to do So yeah, I'll just show you again there. I'm going to pop I can't speak, pop another stitch in that one just to make it easier to turn that around that corner. So I'm going to do a double crochet and then start bringing it down a bit, tapering it down. So half double crochet there, another half double crochet, half double crochet. Let's see. So see where I did that slip stitch? I'm going to do another stitch in that same stitch, okay? So yarn over, half double crochet, that's what I'm doing anyway. Okay, there we go. And then half double crochet in the next, and then a single in the next one, and I'm going to finish with a slip stitch. There we go. Let's cut that off and pull through. So let's have a look at that. Yep, so it's lying fairly flat. It's curling a bit like that, but to me it doesn't seem like it's going to be a problem just yet. So there we go. That's more of the forehead done. What I'm going to do is join it by here with the dark pink again and just bring it up a bit more, and perhaps stop around about here, okay? And then we can start adding some black then. All right, okay, so let's do that. So dark pink again. Right, so that's where I joined it last time, and I think I'm going to join it roughly in the same spot as the last one, as the last round, okay? I keep saying round, but I mean rows. Okay, here we go. So join your dark pink. Let's go chain one, and wow, I might just go into the next one as a single. In the next one, let's go for a half double crochet, straight into our double crochet, double crochet again, double crochet, let's see, yeah, double crochet in the next one, and again double crochet, and again a double. I might do another double in the same space, just felt like it was getting a bit tight. A double in the next. I'm just going to keep doing doubles, I think, until I get to the end. So as I get, I'll just show you a minute, that was a double again. So if I just show you by here, so I'm just going to bring it down just so I don't go past that line there. So I'm just going to do a half double crochet, maybe a single and a slip stitch just to finish that. But because I'm going around the corner a bit, I'm going to do a half double in the same space, half double, another half double, single in the next, finish with a slip stitch. There we go, and we'll cut that and pull through. So there we go. So that's the forehead starting to come along. I think I might just do a bit more here. Hang on, if I pull it down. Just a little bit more there. It doesn't really matter. Remember, it's not of anyone in particular. So if you are happy with that shape, keep it. But I'm just going to add a little bit more pink. So I'm gonna pop it in about there. So it's about where we joined it. It's like 1, 2, well, chain 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's where I'm putting it. So my dark pink. and I'm going to chain 2, yarn over, go into a half double crochet in the next, double crochet, and keep doing double crochet a moment. I dropped a bit of the yarn there. I hate that. There we go. Right, double. And this one is going to be a half and single as we get to the top, another single, and then finish with a slip stitch. Cut it, pop it through to the back. Okay. There we are. So what we'll do now, we'll add some black. I'm just going to add the black, but starting from the corner of the eye, sort of here, just in case we change this a bit. Okay, this bit here, I'm not looking forward to explaining, filling in that gap. It's like the worst. It's the worst thing to do. I think so anyway. Okay, so around about the side of the eye, let's add our black. Here we go. We'll just go straight into chain 3, because as we carry on this way we can sort of join it, it's fine. Okay, so in the next, let's do a double crochet. So we can pretty much get away with doing double crochet now right to the top really. So let's just do double crochets all along the side, and if you feel you need to do 2 stitches in the same stitch, just go ahead and do that. There we go. So as you're going up the side of the chains, it can feel a bit weird, but you can either just go through half of it like that, or you can just wrap it all around. It doesn't really matter, because you can always do some surface stitching if you want to neaten up some of the lines. Just sort of keep checking if your work is lying flat or thereabouts. So as I'm reaching the top here, I'm going to do another one in there just to go around a bit, to make it easier to go around, okay, to the left. So I'm going to do, you can kind of see how that is really to the right, that stitch. Yeah, so I'm going to pop another one in like this, just to make it easier to come around to the left there without it pulling it too much and then making it curl. I'm going to put another one in, because you can see there it's leaning a lot more to the right. So on the next one I'm going to do a half double crochet. So if I just lay that flat so you can see, half double crochet, and then I'm just going to finish off around about this sort of area, okay? Another half double crochet there, a single in the next, and then we're just going to finish off with a slip stitch. Okay, so cut that, pull through. Right, there it is so far. My nose is pulling to the, I'm pulling it too much to the left. Okay, so you can see where we need to add some. Okay, if I just show you the picture. So I need to bring this up here, okay? So yeah, I would just turn the work sideways like this and just add it around about there and just keep on. I mean, I would start with singles and then into this dip here I would just do my larger stitches and then sort of finish here, cut it, start again, and just keep doing the same thing until I'm happy with the shape that we're filling in a gap basically. So okay, so we're going to join black again, so let's have a look. I'm just going to pop it in about by there. So that was my chain 3, there's a double crochet there, and this is my third double crochet, well, my second double crochet, not including the chain. Okay, I know it's awkward to see because it's black. Right, let's just get a bit more black. Here we go. So chain 1, and then in the next I'm going into a single, single again, single, single again, and another single. And as I start dipping down here, we can start doing our larger stitches, okay? So in the next one, let's do a half double, and then I'm going to continue with double crochet, okay? So double crochets. By the way, I don't do any turning when I'm doing crochet portraits, because if you turn, you can see that you've turned and you sort of create these like weird track textures in the face, so I don't like that. If you don't mind it, then obviously you can experiment and try turning your work, okay? But I don't. That's why I always sort of work from the right to the left. So I'm still doing my double crochets here. Just lay that down a bit. I'm going to do another one, so I'm just doubling up on that one. And as I'm getting to the corner, I'll do one more double there. I might do another stitch in the same space there, but I'm going for a half double, and then in the next a single, single again in the next stitch, and then let's slip stitch and just have a look how it's looking. Here we go. All right. Okay. Right. So we're going to carry on. Let's add a bit more black again, and yeah, I'm sort of gonna. I can see already. I'm going to join it here, and then just fill in that gap. So you know, I'm just trying to make that corner a bit fuller, so that's the aim. So I'll show you where I'm going to join it. Oh, it's hard when it's all black, isn't it? Good grief. Right, so that's where I joined it here with the slip stitch, well, with the chain, sorry. And well, let's have a look. Let's go for 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 again. Let's go 3 stitches from where you joined last. Grab your black. So, oh, let me just show you what I'm just doing there. So I've just pulled through the black here, and rather than chain, I'm just going into the next stitch, pulling it through, and I'm doing a slip stitch. Okay, I like to do that if I'm wanting to continue and make it, so say I did a chain there, it would sort of bring a little bump coming up. So by pulling it through and slip stitching into the next, I don't know, it keeps it nice and smooth to continue from there. So in the next stitch, I'll do a single, like that. See, this is quite flat-ish. In the next, I'll do another single, and again, as you can see, as it's starting to sort of dip down, we can start doing our larger stitches, starting with a half double and then straight into your double crochets. Oops, I do that one again. Just check it, make sure it's gonna be okay. Yeah, that's okay. So you can sort of see here, I've got a couple more stitches before I get to that corner bit here. So I can carry on doing my doubles. Double, another double, half as I get a bit closer, and then finish with single crochet and then a slip stitch. Sometimes as well, when I do a slip stitch, I'll skip the first one, the stitch closest, oh that's hard to say, and go into the second, and I find that makes it sort of blend, I think would be a good word. It's really hard to find the words to explain why, but you see there, it's kind of pulled it so it's nice and sort of smooth and flat, and that's what I find works best, if that's what you want. So that was a slip stitch, but I skipped one, put it into the second, so it just sort of keeps it nice and flat like where I started. Okay, let's have a look. Right, I think, well, we'll still add some more. We'll just do a little bit more by here, okay? And then we can always add more later. Like when we're working on the ear, we can always add a bit more, can't we? So, but let's just do one more row of black. And again, let's look where we're going to join it, or roughly. Okay, so that's where I joined it last time, here. So that's the eye, there it is. And I think if we count about 3 or 4 stitches across, I think that's a safe bet. I'm going to go for 3. Okay, so that's where I'm putting it. Okay, so let's add the black. And I'm going to do that same thing again, where I just pull it through. I go into the next stitch and do a slip stitch. Okay. And then straight into the next stitch for a single, and a single again, and then I'm going to go half double crochet, so there's not going to be many stitches on this one, double crochet, double crochet again, so I'm getting to that corner. See, that's my corner bit. Double crochet, double crochet again, and then just to sort of finish it, I might do another double crochet in the same space, and then half double crochet in the next, single in the next, and then I'm going to skip one stitch and slip stitch into that second and just cut it, pull it through, and hope for the best. Here we go. So let's have a look. So you can see it's sort of building that shape up there. There we go. All right. Okay, so we'll leave it there for now. And in the next video, we'll start filling in that gap between the nose and the eye.